Hello, Taurus, and welcome to this, your very first reading of 2024. Whew, how's it feel to be in a new year? Now, for those of you who are new here, thank you so much for trusting and clicking. And for those of you who are returning, thank you so much for continuing to support my channel. Okay, so a couple of really quick announcements. First of all, Happy New Year. I do know that there is some controversy with regards to the calendar that we currently observe basically around the world, as to whether January 1st is in fact a new year and so on and so forth. I'm well aware of that. Maybe we should be on a 13-year cycle, but at present we're not. So let's just say Happy New Year and move on. Next announcement. I am still running my 13 card special. This is a special that I only run once per year. It is a special to give you guys a personalized overview of the upcoming year. This reading is live on a Zoom call with me. It is not pre-recorded. It is not emailed to you or anything like that. You, in return for $90 Canadian, you get 1 full hour of my time. During that time, I will pull 13 cards for you, read those cards, talk to you. There'll be questions and answers and so on. For those of you who live in one of the countries where your currency is worth significantly more than the Canadian dollar, this is a fantastic deal for you because it is $90 Canadian. It doesn't matter if you come from the UK or the EU or the US where your currency is worth more than the Canadian dollar, it is $90 Canadian. All right, so I will put a link in the description down below and we'll move on. Next announcement. I know I look a little bit washed out. It is because it snowed. The sun is shining off the snow and it is way too bright and there's no way for me to dim down the lighting in here. I apologize. I am not sick, despite the fact that my current facial coloring looks like I'm sick. I'm not. And finally, at the very end of this video, I have obtained several new decks. Thank you, Hay House, for your sales. And one of the decks I have is specifically yes, no cards. It has various cards in it and various different ways of saying yes or no. But at the end of this video, I'm going to be pulling yes, no cards. So please, if you have a yes, no question that you would like an answer to, get it really clear in your mind as I go through the rest of your reading. And at the end of this video, I will be pulling yes, no cards for you, Taurus. Let's get started. The last recording that I did for you was for December 15th through December 31st. And you were being encouraged to stick to your guns with regards to a recent decision that you made. The decision that you made was a very long time coming, but it's out in the open. There were people in your life who were doubting your decision, who were questioning your resolve, and everything in your last reading showed that you were really, really committed to the decision that you had made, regardless of the doubters, and that you were moving into a place of greater abundance. Now, we're not just talking about financial abundance, we're talking about abundance in general. And this includes happiness and satisfaction in your life, Taurus. So, congratulations. Let's see where we're going and start to pull some cards for you. The first cards that we're going to pull for you, Taurus, are going to be cards of where you are at now here as I record this video at the end of December for you. Also, just a reminder, I do not edit my video, so if I stumble over my words or cards go flying or I look silly at some point, it's all part of, the authentic experience. Okay. We have the Queen of Swords and the Fool coming in for you. Beautiful, Taurus. Okay, so the Queen of Swords is the queen in the deck who is a no-nonsense queen. When she makes up her mind to do something, she is firm in her resolve. Now, she still maintains that feminine energy wherein choices and decisions that she makes are going to be delivered perhaps in a softer manner than the way that the King of Swords may deliver information, but she is firm in the choices and decisions that she makes. So, congratulations, sticking to your guns again. And you have the Fool here. And the Fool is an absolutely fantastic card for you to get, especially given that you have made a new decision. Now, some people go, oh my God, the Fool, I'm not foolish. No, you're not. But you are embarking on something brand new and amazing. Sorry, my eyes are flicking around because somebody just pulled in. So, this is an absolutely amazing card because this is a card of new beginnings. Something amazing and beautiful is about to happen for you. You may already be in the beginning phases of whatever it is that's new. Now, the one thing that happens with the, excuse me, I have a frog in my throat. The one thing that happens with the Fool is that because we are embarking upon a new journey or a new beginning or something new and exciting, um, there may be a little bit of a naivety. And oftentimes that naivety is because it's something we haven't experienced before. So there is a learning curve that's going to be coming into this new experience for you, Taurus. But there is nothing wrong with that. You're going to have to excuse me for just a minute. I have to clear my throat. Okay, let's try again. Are we recording? Yes, we're back on. Okay. So, yes, this Fool card is indicating that there is a new beginning, a new opportunity for you, an opportunity for your life to go in a completely new direction. And it is likely that this new direction is something that you have never done or experienced before. Now, this brings to mind, for some of you, this may involve a physical move. You may be moving from one geographical location to another. I'm tapping in work, love, relationships, travel. For a lot of you, the Fool energy coming in for you, what I'm picking up intuitively and psychically is that there is a possibility for a move to a new geographical location for you. And with that also comes new experiences, learning about new cultures, new foods, um, learning your way around somewhere new as well, because sometimes the Fool, in their naivety has a tendency to get lost. But there's nothing wrong with that. There's fun and excitement in everything about this Fool card that has come up for you. So I love it. I love that there's new energy coming up for you, Taurus, because that decision that you needed to make was just so big and all consuming. And these two cards, the Queen of Swords and the Fool, are indicating that you really, really have embraced the change. Let's move on to what you are focusing on. Where are you putting your energy, your thoughts, your intentions as we move into the first half of January? Let's see what comes up. We've got two cards that have flipped out. Both of them are face down, so I can't see them. Oh, we've got two more cards. Okay. So we've got a total of 4 cards for what you are concentrating on or focusing on. Let's have a look at what they are in the order in which they came out. Okay. So the first card that we have that's come out for you is the Five of Autumn, also known as the Five of Pentacles. And this is the card of ask for assistance. Don't be afraid to ask for help and ask for guidance. There is nothing wrong with that. There is no shame in that. There are a lot of people out there that think, oh, if I ask for help, then I am a lesser person. No, you are not. Absolutely not. In fact, the strongest people that I know in my life are those who recognize when they need help and they actually ask for help. So, Taurus, despite your reputation for being a little bit stubborn, this card is indicating that if you need help, ask for help. You have the Princess of Autumn. You'll notice this is the same suit. Princess of Autumn is also the Page of Pentacles. This is a card about happy news. Happy news specifically related to career and finances. So, congratulations. And this may be what I was picking up for you with regards to the possibility of a physical move for you. This may be a changing of homes within the same city or town, or it may be something even more drastic and moving to a different country, even. But either way, this card is sort of an umbrella card of good news specifically related to career and money. So that is what you are focusing on. So you are focusing on putting yourself in a place where you are not embarrassed or ashamed to ask for help. And you are putting yourself in the place where you are focusing on improving your financial and your career situation. The next card that we have in your focus is the renewal card. This card is the number 20 card from the Major Arcana. And I love that this card came out. Why? Because this is the 0 card, the first card of the Major Arcana. This is the number 20 card. In the Tarot, we start at the level of the Fool, new beginnings, exciting, naivety. And we go through a number of different cycles and experiences and lessons. And when we reach the point where we have learned a soul lesson, which is a big deal, we have the opportunity to go into renewal, where we have the opportunity to be able to look at the last few experiences that we've had, including the experience of having made that big decision, review all of those decisions and experiences. And with this, you have the opportunity to be able to say, you know what, that served my highest good. I'm bringing that lesson forward. I'm taking that with me. And you have the opportunity to say, you know what, that really didn't serve my highest good. Okay. So, for example, procrastination. Did it serve your highest good? Procrastinating, making the decision that you needed to make, Taurus. Did it serve your highest good? Yes or no? And this really is more black and white than you may imagine. If procrastination and in hindsight, and you're at this point of maturity in your soul lesson, if you realize that procrastination really didn't serve your highest good, then you bring that lesson forward. And the next time you're put in a situation where you need to make a decision, you don't procrastinate, because the last time you really felt like it didn't serve your highest good. Do you see what this card is telling you to do? Focus on looking at the past 6. For some of you, it's as long as 6 years, but for many of you, it's the last 6 months. But look at the lessons that you've learned in the last 6 years or 6 months, and really dig in and say, what worked for me and what didn't? And that's your work for the beginning of January. But you also have another major arcana here. And I do want to point out that in play right now, we have 6 cards. And of the 6 cards, 3 of them are major arcana. So there are still really powerful energies moving through your experiences right now, Taurus. Now, you have the ego card coming up in your focus. A lot of people are like, yeah, okay. The ego card corresponds to the number 15 card in the major arcana, which happens to be the devil. What are the lessons of the devil? Well, the devil makes us feel like we're trapped in a situation. We have to look at, why do we feel trapped? Is it perhaps our own choices that make us feel like we're trapped? Maybe. And the other thing about the ego card or the devil card is this card asks us to do the work on our ego, on our shadow side, but also in relation to our attachment to material goods and material things. Not only from the point of view of, trying to have a balanced budget, but also from the point of view of Is accumulating more material things going to make me happy? Or should I be putting my money, my mind, my energy, and my efforts towards something other than going shopping all the time? Do you see what your work is here, Taurus? Yeah. So you are in the process of doing a review, not so much a life review, but more of a lesson review because you have learned a big lesson recently. And that's going to give you the opportunity to move into this Fool energy. You are also going to be looking at whether you are coming from a place of ego with your future decisions. You are putting focus out there to ask for help when you need help, as well as putting your focus on improving your financial and career situation. Let's have a look at what comes up for you in your difficult influences. Okay. Oh, and that one is all the way down on the floor. We've got one card out already. We'll have to pick it up. See what else is coming up here for you. Anything else for difficult influences and challenges for the Taurus in the group? Okay. So, lucky you, Taurus, you only have one card that came out in your difficult influences this month, and it is the Six of Cups. You know what? I am really, really not overly surprised to see the Six of Cups come up in your difficult influences, given the other cards and given your current path or journey, Taurus. The reason being is that this is the card of nostalgia. It's the card of remembering the past fondly, whether it was all good or not, right? Our minds have a tendency to play tricks on us. Our minds have the tendency to change our perception of the way things happen so that they don't seem quite so bad. I'm being told to share this with you now for the men in the group or the guys in the group. You may not be able to relate to this quite as deeply as the women in the group, particularly women who have given birth. Women who have given birth, particularly women who have given birth naturally, will tell you in the throes of labor that they will never ever do this again. Actually, you know what? There is another example that we can use as well, and that is having had way too much to drink the night before and having a hangover the next day. And women who are in the throes of labor will tell you, I am never going to do this again. People who are extremely hungover will tell you that they will never touch another drop of alcohol again in their entire lives. But we have a tendency to have short memories, Taurus, don't we? Because you know what? That same person that says, I'm never going to drink again. Oh my God. As soon as they're over that hangover and somebody says, hey, let's go for a beer, they're out the door with a beer in their hands again. And, you know, how many children does the average woman have in her lifetime? Well, actually, okay, that's a loaded question. Let's not go there. But there are an awful lot of women out there that go back for round 2 or even round 3 or round 4. Okay. Because we have short memories or our minds convince us, well, it really wasn't that bad. Let's just go ahead and do it again. So I'm not surprised to see the Six of Cups, the card of nostalgia, showing up in your difficult influences, Taurus, because at this point in your development, you've made the decision, you are firm in your choice. You've survived the doubters and the people going, oh my God, I can't believe they made that choice. Wow, where did that come from? And now you're at the point where your mind is playing a few tricks on you, saying, oh, I'm dreading tomorrow. Maybe it wasn't that bad. Maybe I should go back on my decision. Don't. Mm-mm. All these cards, the Fool, the Ego card, and the Renewal card, are indicating that you are ready for this next step, this next stage into higher consciousness, higher understanding of the human soul journey. You're ready for it. But this just keeps jumping in and niggling at you at the beginning of January. And also, I want to point out that the beginning of January happens to be the time of the year when a lot of people become nostalgic. But the trick is, it's okay to be nostalgic, and it's okay to remember the past with a little bit of sunshine, rainbows, and unicorn dust falling on the past, even if it didn't actually have unicorn dust raining down on it at the time. It's okay to remember it that way, so long as you don't go back on your decisions because of your clouded memory. All right. Let's have a look at messages that the universe wants you to hear at this time, Taurus. Okay. I don't know if you guys saw that card flip out. It really flew. Okay. Let's see. Patience is a virtue, Taurus. Do I really need to expand upon that concept for you? No. Messages the universe wants you to hear at this time. All right. Where are we going for your unexpected? I think we're going over here for unexpected. Unexpected for Taurus, first half of January. Oops. All right, we've got two cards. Unexpected. Oh my goodness. Taurus, you are killing me here. Really? I'm going to pull another card here as well. But what were we just talking about? We were talking about this Six of Cups. The card of nostalgia being in your difficult influences, perhaps clouding your judgment. And what did you get in your unexpected? Clinging to the past. And the Nine of Swords. Taurus, you're killing me. Okay. The clinging to the past card corresponds to the Five of Cups from the traditional tarot. The Five of Cups is depicted as having a character standing over three spilled cups. And the cups are all tipped sideways, and it's clear that their contents have poured out. And the character is quite sad about it and mourning the loss of the three cups. Well, directly behind the character on the card, there are two more cups that are overflowing with abundance. What's the message, Taurus? Don't cry over spilled milk. Don't cling to the past. The past cannot be changed. Yes, perhaps our perceptions of the past with this nostalgia card can be changed, but the past cannot be changed and we cannot go back into it. So don't cry over spilled milk. Realize that there is a whole bunch of abundance. You just have to look around to see it. And the Nine of Swords coming up here. The Nine of Swords is the card of catastrophism. This is the card of lying awake in bed at night. Oh, worst case scenario. Oh my goodness, worst case scenario. But we know from experience as well as science that our thoughts create our reality, Taurus. So if your thoughts are all about, oh, worst case scenario, then the universe goes, oh, I must want worst case scenario. Here you go. Okay. So these are coming up in your unexpected. The reason that we go and see a psychic or a tarot reader is so that we can change the path that we are currently on. So as I sit here doing this reading for you at the end of December, these cards are indicating the path that you are currently trying to take. You are trying to step out into something new. You are trying to close off an aspect of your life, and you are trying to improve your career and financial situation. But you have some obstacles in your path, including remembering the past more fondly or yeah, more fondly than the way it really was. You're clinging to the past. You're crying over spilled milk instead of looking around at the abundance that's around you. And you're catastrophizing things. When you can get out of these three cards, things are going to move in leaps and bounds. Now, as I said, I'm going to pull a clarifying card for your unexpected and see what else comes up in your unexpected. Because when you are able to put this Five of Cups clinging to the past and this Nine of Swords, the Sorrow card, to bed, magic is going to start to happen in your life. I'm telling you, Taurus. What I'm picking up is that the first week, 8 days, yeah, I'm coming up with 8. The first 8 days or so of January, I'm sensing that you are going to be in this. And then you're going to wake up to it and go, you know what? I'm so done with that. I'm so over the past. I'm just going to leave it. I'm finally going to walk away from it. I am meant to be stepping into something new. And you have the Ocean here coming in as your clarifying card for what you're going to be able to do and with your unexpected, moving beyond, say, the 7th or 8th of January. This is about water. This is about waves. This is about going with the flow. It is about riding the wave of life in a beautiful way. It is not about big, scary, crashing, stormy waves. This is about there are going to be ups and downs as you go through the first half of January. And the better you are able to go with the flow and ride the waves, the easier your life is going to be, Taurus. Go with the flow, ride the waves. All right, let's go into your general overall outcome. General overall outcome for Taurus. First half of January, 2024. I think I said 2023 earlier in the video. I apologize. Okay. Okay, so we have the Ace of Cups. I love it. Ace of Cups is, again, about new beginnings, specifically new emotional beginnings, new opportunities to expand our heart center, to be more caring and to be more loving. And you also have the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, here's your confirmation that what you were meant to be focusing on, you're meant to be continuing that focus with this Knight of Pentacles here. As you move through January, let go of your worries, let go of your nostalgia and clinging to the past. Move into this new energy, go with the flow, ride the waves. You are meant to be focusing on improving your financial situation and improving your career situation. As I mentioned as well, intuitively, psychically, I was picking up that there is an opportunity for a geographical move for many of the Taurans coming up. Maybe not specifically in the first 2 weeks of January. In fact, I believe that it may happen. I've got April coming in. April. But the logistics and laying the framework or the groundwork for a geographical move is already in process at the beginning of January. So I'm going to leave that with you, Taurus. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to get going with your yes, no answer. So, Taurus, please bring to mind your yes, no question. I'm going to shuffle the deck a little bit for you, and then we are going to have a yes, no answer. You may wish to close your eyes as you ask the question. Ask the question 2 or 3 times in your mind right now. And let's get a card. There we go. Nope, that one went back in too. There we go. All right. Let's see. Okay, there is actually two cards that came out for you for your yes, no. No need to worry. Go, the time is right. So both of them are answering in the positive, Taurus. So whatever your question was, no need to worry and go. The timing is right. So thank you so much for being here, Taurus. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. If this video resonated, please consider giving the video a like and subscribing. Also, just a reminder, if the video resonated and you are interested in having a private consultation with me, please check the links in the description down below. The 13 card reading is only available until the 15th of January, and then it will be gone until next year. Thank you again, everyone.